What's going on, YouTube? Daniel with Phoenix Solutions. Wanted to post a quick video. Yesterday, I had an opportunity to get out and work, but circumstances were not in my favor with regard to recording. For one, beginning of the day, I got a lead, came in for picture hanging, which would have been an awesome gig to get out and get some footage on for you guys. Unfortunately, that didn't work out real well. We had a storm roll through the region of where I was working. So when I got to the client and got to work for her, yeah, it just looked like from the outset that we were trying to beat the clock, and it 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 materialized. Ended up finding myself in a hailstorm. I was packing up all my tools in hail. It was a bit of a mess, to say the least. So, didn't really get an opportunity to get some good footage for you guys yesterday, which I regret. So, to make up for it, wanted to do this video here. Um, the the video that I want to do today is to talk a little bit about my situation, not necessarily for the purpose of, um, you know, um, not necessarily for the purpose of putting my situation out there so that you guys who may end up watching this video will, have pity on me or anything like that. That's not the purpose or the idea. The purpose and the idea behind this video is really to show the reality of building, owning, and operating your own business is that the journey is really full of a lot of setbacks and a lot of challenges. With that, I want to kind of tell you a little bit about my situation here and what I'm doing and the challenges that my situation is presenting. As you know, I started resourcing leads for work through Thumbtack, and the way that is all set up, the way that Thumbtack works is you pay for the opportunity to receive leads. You pay money, they send you leads, and then you have an opportunity to convert. With that, kind of over the past really year, things have been kind of wonky for me in terms of money, and I've been kind of on the back foot, as far financially speaking, which was, well, the the real the real long and short of it is that my employment situation over the course of the past year was a steady spiral downwards, and just found myself in a lot of jobs that I couldn't support either physically, or that I got into it and found out that there was just meaningless opportunity there. There was no room for advancement. There was no opportunity to resource a meaningful income without making major sacrifices to either my value set, or in some other way. And so, really just kind of experienced a situation where I came to the the point mentally and emotionally that my most valuable asset is myself. And that's something that I had recognized previous when I was working through through TaskRabbit and doing work through TaskRabbit. You know, I recognize that you know, a person's most valuable asset is their own two hands. And um, really, you know, launching this YouTube channel, doing all the things that I've been doing, I've really held to that. I really sort of readopted that, if you will, that notion. That being said, uh, financially, the situation going into this is you know, at the end of the month last month, I was sitting in a place where you know I had $150, I think, going into in my bank account going into week 3. Week 4, I would need to look at having $400 to $500 in my bank account uh, to be able to transfer over to pay my mortgage and stuff like that. So sitting at $150 on week 3 was really an unpleasant place to be. And so, you know, the idea from there was just to get out there and do as much as I possibly could to scrape the money together for the mortgage. And unfortunately, what that did is that set me up particularly poorly for this month here, and it has been a real struggle financially coming into this month. You know, um, all of all of my bills are coming in, and you know that's normal for beginning of the month, right? It's normal for all of your bills to hit beginning of the month, and for you to be in a place where you need to shell out in order to pay those bills and get everything squared away. And unfortunately, the beginning of this month up to this point, it's really been kind of, kind of challenging getting everything in place, everything where it needed to be financially, so that I could pay what I needed to pay, make sure that that all of like my car insurance and my, you know, homeowners insurance and stuff like that were all set and paid off and good to go there. Unfortunately, what that has led me to being that my reality currently is that I don't get work unless I pay for it. Find myself in a situation today where I my payment for my vehicle insurance processed last night, and today I'm looking at a bank account that has no money in it. So not able to get out there and do anything immediately today, because in order to do that I would need to have a little money to invest into purchasing some leads. Now, a couple of the leads that I did purchase yesterday, I was able to work one of them. That was the one. That was the one in Boulder that got a little bit hairy weather-wise on me. But the other 2 leads, one of the leads really wanted me to get out there and get working for her yesterday, and because of the fact that I had taken on that first lead, there were some scheduling conflicts. Really, the basis for opportunity on that lead was early in the morning, and she was trying to get me out there as soon as she possibly could. And unfortunately, I had already committed to the first lead, so it was somewhat unfeasible for me to jump off of that first project to run out and assist her. And then very quickly that turned into the weather kind of stopped us short of being able to accomplish her goals. There was one other lead that came in, and there's a possibility, and fingers crossed, there's a possibility I'll be able to get out and do some work for her today. I'm still waiting to hear back from her. I touched base with her this morning, and hopefully she will she will get back to me, and I might be able to get out and help her on her project a little bit later today. But currently speaking, I'm kind of in a tough spot because were the circumstances any different, what I do is I just toss another $40 into lead generation and try to land a gig and run the gig and bring in $100, which would cover the cost and then some for today's operational costs. And at least at that point, I would have money coming in. But because the payment process for my auto insurance this morning, I'm stuck. I'm in a position where I can do anything. And like I said, that it really comes back around to when you launch yourself into business, there are some challenges. There are some real challenges that come your way. And I want to be transparent about that. I want people to see, being in business for yourself comes with challenges. Now, it is one of those things that is, it gets better the more time, the further away from launching your business you get, the easier things get. Because the further away from launching your business you get, the more activity that you've generated, the more opportunity comes your way based on the fact that you've been out in the field, you've established a trend with a clientele that people know your work ethic, they know your quality of work, and they are more than happy to come to you for business because of your reputation. But until you've established that, until you've gotten certain ways into developing your business, you're more or less really fighting for that opportunity. You're more or less really fighting to make a name for yourself. And sometimes in that climate, you find yourself in situations where a particular scenario or situation will just stick you, and it can really slow your progress, and it can really it can impact your business from a developmental standpoint. But it's an important part of the process. It's important to experience that. I don't really see any way for anybody doing this to circumvent that. Really, the way to survive it is to pull on all of your resources, to really lean heavily on all of the assets that you have available. If you have stuff of value, you can run down to the pawn shop, and that can resource just a little bit of money that you can dump into generating leads. Then you can go run a job, grind up that money, go back to the pawn shop, and claim back the item that you pawned. And so, if you're to the point that you have to resource that, it's tough. But to be honest with you, that's life, right? Like, it's tough, it's hard, and whatever that you can leverage to be able to get you there, you got to do it. You got to lean on it, and it's an incredibly important part of the game. So anyway, I wanted to kind of share where I'm at with things. Right now, I'm waiting to hear if this lady will have work for me today. If not, I might consider here pretty shortly maybe gathering some things up and heading down to the pawn shop so that I can potentially seek some opportunity. Um, it's uh, it's it's part of clawing your way up out of the hole, right? It's part of um, developing that activity that you need to sustain you. And it's tough, but these are the moments that make us uh, or break us and define who we are. And I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get any footage for you yesterday. Hopefully here very shortly I'll have some more video, some more content for you guys. And we'll just keep moving forward. But anyway, for now, this is what I got for you, and hopefully here in the relatively near future, we'll get things cranking on all cylinders. But for now, Daniel with Phoenix Solutions, thanks for coming along on this journey with me. See ya.